Yes, Lina, there is a clear air ready to explore Cappadocia today.
Yes.
Yes, our valued audience, today we call you from Cappadocia. In Cappadocia, we will do some publicity on the invisible face of the lost civilization. We will investigate the invisible face of the lost civilizations together with my doctor, Lina Bashbu. Lina, can you take a pleasant trip? Lina, gonna help you with her camera. Yes, Lina. How can we reach the invisible face of lost civilization? Cappadocia has experienced many civilizations throughout history. The Byzantines from the Fargans were home to many civilizations from the Ottoman Empire. After the Byzantine Empire, the Ottoman Empire settled in these lands. In these lands, Ottoman Empire formed principales. The traces are very clear in these lands. Yes, Lina, we will explore the invisible face of lost civilization in detail in our present documentary. I keep the interesting thing for later in our documentary. We will reveal the invisible face of lost civilization. Lina, there are fair chimneys in Cappadocia. There are churches. Yes, and we can see everything on the land that exits. There are also those who do not appear outside the structures. We will investigate them in this documentary. We see where people live and shelter. But the real surprise is Lina. Let's go.
Sen bize buradan bir videolar sen mi çekeceksin? Çekiyorum şimdi.
Yes, my dear audience, we have a friend who we meet her often. Animals are always our friends, our most loyal friend.
Şu kısımdan devam ediyor. Bu kısımda tam görebiliyorsan hangi kısımda bir şey var. Mağara var görüyor musun? Orayı ev yapalım mı? Ha? Şu köpeği de alırız yavrumuz olur. Mantıklı değil mi? Bu kısma doğru devam ediyor.
Lina, going on. Cappadocia has a very nice weather. Now let's get to know the area we are in. It's a talk that the Phrygians, Byzantine, Roman, Hellenistic, and even Ethiopian civilizations lived here. That will show us we can see. The area that has seen this can be the homes of people who live here in ancient times. Let's go and go inside. We just went behind our fairy chimney. Some depressions have been dangerous, so we won't get into it. Here's a grave thing that will interest you. These graves are the graves of people who live in this region. They done this thing by carrying out perishaments. In this land lived a lot of civilization.
Yaşantı yerleri, yemek yediği yerler, tuvaletleri dahil, tuvalet dahil.
Lina, as in other places, we encountered a cave in our trip. We have seen the room, shelter, kitchen, and cemetery ever made in fairy budgets. Maybe it's a church. Let's go study. Yes, Lina, has been damaged a little by time here and it is a bit garbage. But we understand from the motifs on the walls that this is a church. There is a space here and there is also a room. The cameraman is a bigger place where our friend is. Lina, these motives are very clear that this place is a church. As I mentioned at the beginning of our documentary, Lina has experienced many civilizations in this region, but we see most traced, including the Phrygians. When we examine her and look at the motives, we see that the Christian world is living her according to their beliefs. 9 out of 10 Jews here are churches, so we see Christian primarily living in this area. Later, Roman and Byzantine civilization lived in these cities. They have built living space and place of worship. They even lived in the church. Yeah, Lina, let's continue our trip. Let's continue to explore the invisible face of lost civilization. Lina, what do we do?
Dad, I am so tired and hungry.
Let's go have a nice meal. I wrote a book with Professor Mr. Mehmet. There were information about Cappadocia and Ürgüp region. I read them to remember them again. Well, so try to today. Let's sleep. Let's continue to search for the invisible face of civilization that starts early and disappears. Our discovery of Lina continues. After a long walk, we came to an interesting area. Look, yes, we see the pigeon nest right there. Yes, there in article in Ottoman Turkish. The traces are traces of many civilization. Yes, in the rain, it is increasing its gravity.
Dad, what is this?
That are made by humans to live and shelter a lot of birds, made to benefit from pigeons' fertilizer. The fertilizers were used is agriculture. Trees are used more and is many agricultural area. Grape trees grown in this region were used extensively.
Dad, what is this?
This place is also made for birds, but we see that there is a room on the back side. People have made a living space for themselves. Yes, my beloved viewers, we will come to our real surprise now in the documentary of the invisible face of lost civilization. We tried to show their face to our viewers in part. We have visited places where people live, begin nest churches. Now, Nina, if you want to see invisible face of civilization with the high technological product under the ground, behind the rock, the space and the inside of the rooms. Come on, let's go to the field now. Lina has received high technological products. Now it is time to show the invisible face of lost civilization. Let's start our installation and start our research. Let's start to see the invisible face of the lost civilization. We're building our GPS apparatus. Let's see where those invisible are found through Google Maps. GPS ready. Let's prepare our computer connection. Let's do the installation of the high technological product immediately. Yes, Lina. Let's see where those invisible are found through Google Maps. Let's prepare our computer connection. Let's do the installation of the high technological product. Lina, let's see what we can't see now. We are currently conducting field surveys with our high-tech product. We see all the underground movements. The objects that appear in blue represent two voids in Divi's doors. The red color is the metals. We see a big gap right in front of us. So the distance from us is 24. Where do you see it? 1,000 meters have a deep of 50 meters in range. I think you called a tunnel here. Can you hold it fixed? I'll stop it now and we'll see this image more clearly when we stop. Can you turn our high-tech product to the right? Look here again, we see a gap. A blue room we save here. There are gore gaps in that line. This can be an underground city, a church or a church. Can you turn it red, girl? 34 meters are described how far we are. When we look at our signal range, we see that this usage article is made of copper and metal. Because this high technological product can use better the type of metal. Let's do ultrasound scanning of this very high technological product. Look, Nina, we see a lot of space, room and metal in the ground. There are tunnels and waste metal materials. Usage items also appear on our screen. We see the invisible face of lost civilization now on our screen. In our high technological product, we have seen all the movements. Look there, another room again. It's about 30 meters from us. Actually, we will look at this place. There is no navigation in one inlet, but with high technological product. We have seen them all very easily our screen. Lina, met our GPS connection with our high technological product. We see the invisible face of lost civilization. The space we see on the screen is 107 meters away. At a depth of about 33 meters. It's a very interesting look, right? We visit the rocks and the cave, but now we see everything on our screen. There are many caves, space and underground cities on Earth, but Cappadocia is a very rich place in this sense. We save a lot of room and space. That image were in the invisible face of the lost civilization, Lina. Yes, our prize items we tried to show and show in several phases of the lost civilization here. With these high technological products, we save more than we save. I am about to see my next program. Thank you for watching use. Goodbye.